I thought about it, but no, I'm still halfway asleep. Or awake, excuse me. Yeah, it's tellable that I'm halfway asleep, obviously. Alright, well, we got a lot of crap we gotta grab. Somebody's like, Zootopia 2 was amazing, better than the first one. Yeah, that's bullshit. I hate to be mean to people, but Zootopia 2 was not near as good put together as the first one. But well, no, they've been working on it. They've been working on it for years, from what I understand. But that's not the point. The point is the fact that, like, what was I gonna say? Damn it. The point is the fact that it felt like the story for the second one was more childish. And it was all about emotion. Like, and they said it was going to be more serious. Bullshit. That was like the most non-serious movie I've ever seen. Like, yeah, it had a cool case, and I did enjoy the case aspect of it, but it was so much more childish than the first one. Nick was all, "Oh, you hurt my feelings, boo-hoo." And honestly, Judy was kind of the same way, which they ruined her character in the second one. I don't care what anyone said. Because I'm trying to figure out how Judy went from being the calm and collect and, like, the positive one to being the, "Oh, Nick, I just can't lose you" person. Yeah, like, her character was so fucking changed around. It wasn't even funny in that. What do we need? Concrete blocks? Alright, well. Alright, well, I got the 2 concrete blocks, so I'm going to get the 1 small pipe, if I can find a place to get them from. Alright. I think I can go get them from the warehouse, so I'll go over there and get those. But it was, like, so pathetically, like, don't get me wrong, the second one was good. I enjoyed it. The story had a lot of emotion in it, but they changed the characters up so much in the second one that it was barely recognizable that they were the same characters. Oh, yeah, hold on. AEG6A. I keep forgetting that you just can't automatically join this stuff, which is weird, but... I mean, like, I liked the second one. I enjoyed it. It was definitely... And I did give it a 10 out of 10 like I did the first one, but... it had a different reason for me. Like, for me, the colors and the emotion was there for the second one, whereas the first one, and it did, like, this is another point that I made to someone else who said that Zootopia 2 was better than the first one, which is bullshit, by the way, and I don't care what anyone says. The first one had a message that it was trying to send. The second one was all about mood and emotion and just making the audience cry. And I'm sorry, that wasn't what I went to watch a movie for. I went for, you know, what they said was going to be more serious than the first one. And then it ended up being arguably more corny than the first one. I mean, the villain, like, people are hating on the twist villain that they gave for the second one. To me, dude, that one caught me more by surprise than Bellwether did in the first one. Like, I was not, like, I was suspicious, but I wasn't actually expecting it. No, me. Rawr. You know, it's sad. Like, this thing's actually probably going to be one of the best vehicles to use for this particular map. And I'm only using it once. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'll be glad to get into the next map. But yeah, that makes two people now that are saying, or that, excuse me, that have said that the second one was better than the first one. And I get the feeling the reason why so many people are saying that is because of the fact that Nick got more screen time in the second one than he did the first one. And people are have been glazing the hell out of Nick Wilde. I'll tell you, I have never seen such glaze in all my life. What? Is it about Zootopia 2? Is it stupid? Is it like meant to be funny, or is it like somewhat serious, or what? I can deal with stupid. I can deal with it all the day anyway. If it's some shit about how there's evidence that Nick and Judy are gonna be a couple in the third one, I swear to ever-loving God. Oh boy, here we go. I'm probably gonna hate this, but here we go. Judy's strange reaction when Nick touched her ear. What?
Nick touched her ear. In the new trailer, Nick accidentally grabs Judy's ear, and she tells him, never touch a rabbit's ears. In season 1, when Judy and Nick...
Season 1?
Place,
it's not a TV show!
Pulls back Judy's ear and leans on her head. Judy's eyes widen instantly, and she slowly looks at him. This makes one wonder why Judy's reaction was so intense. In fact, rabbit ears are not just auditory organs. They contain many nerves and blood vessels, making them highly sensitive. Touching a rabbit's ears can cause false pregnancy symptoms. So after Nick touches Judy's ears multiple times, she mistakenly believes she's pregnant, and she even tells Nick about this misunderstanding. Nick becomes extremely excited, eager to share the good news with the world, so he can't wait to wear a shirt that says, Foxy Dad. However, Judy isn't actually pregnant. It's all a misunderstanding. Nick's Foxy Dad shirt actually reveals his commitment to Judy, showing that no matter the situation, he will stand by her side and take responsibility.
You know, that is like the only accurate thing that he actually said is the commitment that Nick has to Judy. That is the only accurate thing he said in the entire short. Hold on. She just didn't want her ears pulled. It's that really so bad. I bet it hurts like no other. So in the trailer, it's revealed that they both go undercover. That's why he's wearing the shirt. Don't go around saying false information. Every dad is going to be wearing that shirt in a Disney parks very soon. It is actually a shirt. I've seen it before. Did bro just say season 1 he must be high? While that's a good theory, man, there's no other evidence supporting that she's pregnant. Probably in love with Nick, but not pregnant. That is like the dumbest thing I've ever heard, but it makes me genuinely laugh. But it just shows how desperate. Like, it just shows how, like, oddly desperate some of the people are to make connections that Nick and Judy are going to be a couple. And that's all that is. I saw one. Yeah. I've even said that if they were going to make Nick and Judy a couple, they should make it to where it's like only mentioned, like it's happening off screen and it doesn't actually happen in the movies. Because, like, I'm sorry, I don't foresee Nick and Judy being a couple, though. I really don't. Like it just doesn't fit with their two completely different personalities. I mean, you saw it. Well, I saw it. I saw it in the second one. Like, Judy was dead set on finding a case or solving the case that she knew was there. And Nick was more concerned about her than he was anything else. They're just like, you know, and I watched a thing where it was talking about Judy betrayed Nick or whatever, and a lot of people were pointing out that they just both had problems, and that was one of the things that somebody pointed out. Judy put herself in danger multiple times just to solve the case. Yeah, but like in the like close to the beginning of the movie, it's talking. Nick asks Judy if he thinks that they're a good team, or if she thinks that they're a good team. She goes, "Of course, I just wish I knew what we had to do to prove it to everyone else." You shouldn't have to prove it to everyone else. Yeah. I mean, they both admitted basically that they need each other around. They've admitted that now in the second film, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, a guy friend and a girlfriend can always admit things like that, you know? It doesn't have to be a couple thing. Yeah. I mean, it's obvious that it was very obvious that he cared about her. Very obvious. And it's like he said when he was in jail with the beaver lady. He just didn't know how to express how he felt. And the way that he talked, it wasn't like a love thing. It was I care about her because she's the only one that didn't just see me as a fox. It was one of those things that it's like she made a good impression on him the first time, so he wants to keep her around. He doesn't want to lose her. It's not like what everybody's trying to make it out to be. And then there's that one person, I'm not even joking with you, he went, watched the movie on the opening day, and this is the first thing he comes back. And says, I just watched the film or whatever, and I can confidently say for everyone that Nick and Judy are technically a couple now. And I'm like, yeah, like, I hadn't even watched the film yet. And I was like, dude, you are so... And this guy's been like, why? Like, every comment that he's been making is wild hops this, wild hops that. And it's like, at that point, you're forcing it, and then you say that I need to leave you alone and stop calling you out about it. But yet, I'm the one that's been getting called annoying. I'm the one that's been getting called an asshole. And yet, this motherfucker's allowed to just constantly keep on nagging people about how the wild hops thing is gonna happen, like he can predict the future or some shit. He said the same shit about the second film, that it was gonna happen in the second film. Guess what? It didn't. No, really? Would have never figured. Like, it's like what I said to my mom, and I've said it to multiple other people too. They have a good platonic friendship going. There is no need to do anything else with that. A good platonic, a good platonic friendship works perfectly for the dynamic that they have going on. You do know what platonic means, right? Okay. I was wondering because some people don't, so. But I actually had to look it up. Shut up, okay? I was curious. But, like, yeah. To me, and that's honestly how it looked in the second film. It was that platonic, like, I love you type of thing, but it's not a sexual I love you, it's a I love you as a friend type of thing. And that's the vibe I got off of it. And I went in there, expecting for them to most likely become a couple. I went in there genuinely expecting for them to ruin the film and make Nick and Judy a couple, and instead they did what they did. And here's the kicker. I guarantee you why most of the shippers are saying that Nick and Judy are going to be a couple in the third one is because they made Nick say, I love you. Once. He said it once. And he told Judy right after, you'll never get me to say that again for the next decade, so don't ask. So it wasn't like I'm going to tell you this every time I see you or anything. It was a one-time thing. Friends tell each other they love each other all the time. Just stop forcing it so damn hard. Damn. And then you complain about people like me calling it out? Like, that's the thing that gets me. Like, they complain about people like me calling it out for what it is, which isn't a ship. It's a platonic friendship. That's all it is. That's all it'll ever be. Because Disney's going to use the ship as a marketing stunt. That's all they're going to do it for. They are making a third one. They're working on it now, actually. As a matter of fact, I believe they started working on it before the third one even hit theaters. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Don't dare freaking start with me. Hey, guess what? We passed the drop point, like, way earlier. It's back there. I gotta go get gas anyway, so I'll turn around. I'm at 18 gallons, so... But, Big Nuts, I can tell you what platonic means. Platonic basically means that you love somebody, but it's not a sexual type of love. It is like, alright, so So here's a perfect example. All right, me and my friends, and we're all guys. All right, this is what makes it weird for me and uncomfortable. That's why I don't tell them I love them back. Shut up. I'm like, all right, cool. Sir, what are you doing? You're supposed to get gas. Oh! Yeah, that would suck right about now, wouldn't it? But, a perfect example of this is like, let's say I have, I don't know, Demon Summoner. Let's say we're really good friends. And I'm like, hey man, I love you. Or, I love you, man, you know, something like that. Like that's a platonic friendship right there. Or let's say I had a girl who happened to be my friend. Don't you dare put those two words together. I will hurt you. Shut up! But I would tell... Yes, I knew, because you, but... you know, and let's say, you know, I do deeply care about her, but not in a way of I want to marry you or I want to date you or anything. Hey, I love you, girl, you know, whatever, you know. Or I'll tell you one thing, Christians are crazy about it. Like, Christians tell each other they love each other all the time. Again, a platonic friendship, or platonic, you know. That's what that basically means. So there you go. So to me, that's what Nick and Judy have. They have that, how deeply, like, you would take a shot. What? No, he's saying it in the stream. How deeply like you have to put it in all chat. How deeply like you would take a shot for her. Is that even English? Dutch, do you even speak Spanish? Señor, por favor. How deeply would you like her? Oh, okay, well, yeah, okay, so if I had a girl who was a friend, yeah, true. Would you die for me? Aww. Let me not make it weird. just the aww. But, I don't, taking a shot for a friend, it depends on the friend. Like the two in real life friends I have right now, maybe one of them, the other one, questionable. Because he's the one that keeps on, he's the one that keeps on making random ass excuses as to why he can't hang out with me. Oh shit. No. Yeah. Yeah. Because the other one, if he has an excuse, it's actually like a legitimate excuse. Like, for instance, alright, the first time that I asked him to go to Charleston with me, this was his response, and it was like a legit response, and I understood it. He said, and I quote, "Hey man, I can't go." Yeah. He goes, "I can't go. I'm supposed to help my dad out with something." And I'm like, oh, okay, I understand, bro. That's fine. And again, a legitimate excuse. You want to know what my other friend excuse was? Oh, I got schoolwork I gotta do. It's like, I'm asking for a day. Well, it's like homework or whatever that he had to do, but still. He keeps on talking about like how he's got to pass this quarter and then he can goof off the next quarter. And it's like, well, at that point, you know, you're basically telling me that you don't really give a shit about hanging out with me. Well, he's already made it like basically 3 years, so that's like 4 quarters. I don't know how it works over there. I'm not that smart. I don't either, so... Although I'll be going to college most likely next year for mechanic stuff, but that's because of the fact that it's my decision. But hey, I found the place. Good luck getting through, but like, and then the second time, this one actually, like, I think it probably pissed me off the most. I go to them and I'm like, hey guys, you want to go to Charleston with me? And again, I was asking them to go to okay, cool. You want to go to Charleston with me? And this is the fucking excuse they both have, because they both were invited to a wedding that I was not invited to, which also kind of pissed me off. I believe well, I would if I was asked to go, but I'm never asked, so I don't even. But they both go, oh no, we can't. We have to be at the wedding rehearsal, and the wedding's on Sunday. And I'm like, okay. But the thing I think that pissed me off with that wasn't the fact they had to go to the wedding rehearsal. It was the fact that I then found out not long after they told me that the only reason the other friend was going was because he was assigned to be the door holder. The fucking door holder. That was the only damn reason he was going, was to be a damn door holder. I would have said, fuck that shit. If you can't invite me for a better reason than that, fuck you. But it was made very clear to me that the other friend's brother didn't appreciate me whatsoever enough to invite me to the wedding. So I said, fuck it, I don't give a shit. Okay, well, I'm just trying to get my vehicles right now, so, because I got so many of them. It's like trying to go through a list of people you've killed already. Why is this something you know right offhand? But yeah, I think it genuinely pissed me off more finding out that the only reason my other friend was going was to be the door holder. And it wasn't because the fact that I wasn't getting invited at that point that I got pissed. It was the fact that the only reason he was going was to hold the damn door. And I'm like, dude, why are you letting them use you like that? But he didn't seem to care. And that's what really boggled my mind. It's like he didn't give a shit that they were using his ass like that. I'm like, hell no, I would have rejected that damn job real damn fast. You said you were getting how many things? 2, okay. Okay, so I'll get the other one. Okay. Alright, well, I'm on the way, hold on. Okay, so this thing doesn't get all-wheel drive, it gets diff lock, but not all-wheel drive. Wait a minute, hold on. I thought I saw an all-wheel drive option. Could have sworn I did. Okay, this thing doesn't get all-wheel drive at all. Alright, well, that's nice. This is going to be a pain in the ass. Yeah, true. That's where the next vehicles are for. I think, actually, hold on, let me go look. I believe the actual next. So that's this one. Alright, so we have to deliver the coiled tubing semi-trailer to the mine, which I know where that's at, so we'll be empty most of the way there. And it'll be a pretty easy to get to, so I'm not too worried about that one. So that's like one other thing. And then, yeah, and then we go to the next map for the next more maps, or 2 more missions, including this one. So, and I think I can cover the next mission. I'll just need a support vehicle depending on what my next vehicle is. What is the horn on this thing? Sounds demonic, dear God. But yeah, like, I don't know. And then I asked the both of them to go with me to watch Zootopia 2. I think it was not this Friday today, but last Friday. And one of them was like, "Oh, well, I have schoolwork." Again, the same one with the schoolwork thing. He's like, "I'll have to see and I'll let you know." So I'm like, "Okay, well, I can maybe expect you to say yes." He messages me the other day, doesn't have the fucking guts to tell me yes or no over the phone by calling me. He messages me. He's like, "Hey man, hi. I can't go with you," or whatever. And I messaged him back, and I made it very well known that I was pissed as hell about it. I said, "Yeah, I should have known. Everybody's always too busy to hang out with me or whatever." I said, "I'll go by my damn self like I originally planned." And then I called the other one, and I asked him, and his excuse was, and this one, like, this was the only time that I honestly felt like it was a pathetic excuse for him. He was like, "Oh, that's just a little too late for me, and I'm a little short on cash." Like, he managed to record and see with his own two eyes two deers fucking. No, quite literally what the male deer said to the other one. And apparently there was a child watching, so that makes it even better. So Bambi was watching his mother and father make another child. That's the best reference I can give on that one. I still say that was sad. He didn't actually see her die, he just heard the shot. And then he never saw her again. His dad was an asshole, too. I hate to be mean, but his dad was an ass. Like, for one, his dad was never fucking there. And then, I mean, so that's why we have issues with human being dads, because they're like deer. They say fuck the woman and then F the child. There we go. No, wait, that's just the black community. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought that up. It's not just the black community. It happens in white communities too, and Mexican, and Asian. It's less likely in Asian communities, I feel like, but it does happen, I feel like, too. But yeah. It's more stereotyped with black people, I think, is more or less what I'm getting to. But you know the bad thing? Yeah. The bad thing is I've met a black kid whose parents were there for him and everything. Like, this guy dressed up nice every fucking day at school. And I'm not talking like polo shirt, button up or anything. This man wore a suit to school every fucking day. To a public school? That just seems like a little bit too much work. Hell, you had to basically force me to put on a polo shirt and dress like a cowboy. Yes, I dressed like a cowboy when they did ROTC or whatever. A friend of mine was in ROTC, so I was like, you know what? I'll dress all nice and fancy with you, and I started dressing up like a cowboy on ROTC days. It lasted for like maybe a month, and then I stopped. One, because I hated my damn hat, because my mom let the person at the hat store say that a straw like hat looked better on me than the black hat that I wanted to get. And I'm sorry, I think a black hat would have looked better on me. That, or like a peanut butter brown hat or whatever. I wouldn't have wore a white hat. That's just damn stupid, especially after Labor Day. Also, hello. If I decide to get me a cowboy hat again, I'll definitely get black. Or if I can get one, I'll get one that matches not only my black boots, but I'll get one that matches my peanut butter brown cowboy boots too. Yeah, you fuck. Big Nuts doesn't know what gooning is. I'll put it this way. It's when you very, very much love a thing to a point that a lot of people joke around about you wanting to do it with it. No, that's not a good... No, not really. Hold on. Yeah. Alright, so my best definition of gooning is... basically like... Alright, so I got a perfect example. There are several people on this guy's Nick Wilde's channel. All the time I'm seeing them say, "Oh, I love you, Nick. You're like the best character in Zootopia." No, it's not that, Big Nuts. Yeah. Yes. But yeah. So basically it's like you overly love... I don't know if you know the definition of glaze. I don't know if you I don't know if you know the definition of glaze. That is that's what I kind of envision gooning, but worse. Like it's kind of like glazing, but worse. Like a lot worse. I don't care what anyone says, but there is a lot of Nick Wilde glaze going on right now, and it's so pathetically stupid. It was going on before the fucking second movie was even announced that they were hitting in the theater. Like, it was sad how much glaze Nick Wilde had, and it's like, motherfucker, he didn't do the damn thing. Like, and I've used this thing a lot of times, and I know it makes me sound like I'm glazing Judy Hopps, but honestly, if you look at what she did compared to Nick, she did a hell of a lot more with a hell of a lot less support than what Nick had. A lot of people are talking about how Nick deserved better. At least Nick's mom supported what he wanted to do. Judy's parents told her to give up and be a carrot farmer. Like, what the hell? Judy's parents are the definition of horrible supportive parents, or non-supportive parents. I will say this, I would rather have the overly supportive parent than the non-supportive parent. I know a lot of kids have parents, well, some kids have parents that support them a little too much. I would take that over a parent that doesn't support me at all. Well, my mom supports me. She's done, mentioned it, but there are times where I feel like she doesn't support any damn thing I do, so, But I have seen kids that have had it worse than me, like nothing they do is ever good enough. Perfect example, World War II. That kid, he could fucking do everything right, and his parents would still find something to fucking complain about. Like, alright, so a perfect example of me having an overly supportive mom at times is I got all A's in 6th grade. she then expected me to get all A's in the rest of the grades, and I'm like, Mom, it gets harder as you progress. It's not easier. Hey, I fell in a hole. Well, no, the hole was just there. No, I don't want to get down. I'm not really like, this thing doesn't have all-wheel drive, but this diff lock, man, I'll tell you, it's working on it. Magic of diff lock. Hey, I got a lot of dials and buttons. Should I click them and find out what they do? Just starts clicking random buttons. I might actually genuinely get stuck here. I'm gonna try not to, but there's a possibility I will. Let me see if I can pull myself over here. There we go. And then pull myself again. Just keep kind of zigzagging myself out. I'm not getting on War Thunder anymore tonight, Cookie Cat. It's like freaking 10:33. This is the last thing I'm doing for the night. And I don't know what time tomorrow I'm even getting on, so don't start pushing. When you get pushy, it makes me not want to do anything. I'm currently charging through an area so that I don't have to deal with oh no, I almost flipped my truck because I did a dumb, I hit a stump and it just jerked the truck sideways. Alright, well, what? Why? Why are you like the way you are? But why would you bring that up now? No! That's not the song you bring up when we finish a mission. All I hear is Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. I'm like, really, dude? What's wrong with you? Grandma got ran over by a reindeer, it is. Alright, well, Alright, I got the truck that's gonna haul the trailer. Let me go activate the mission so that we can soda. See, that's is like the massive thing that you put like in your front yard so they can come and get it. A trash can is the thing that's in your room. Or in your case, a trash box. Alright, so I'm gonna haul my rear end over there to grab the trailer, and then yes, highly religious. Cookie Cat said I'm a trash can at War Thunder. I mean, there's occasions where I'm not very good at it either, so I can't really say anything. I'm a Christian. I'm gonna go this way. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Nuh-uh. Okay. What's a Norse? Is that like a horse, but it's an N? What is that is that like a religion? I've never heard of that religion before. Literally. Like I've heard of Buddhism, but I've never heard of Norse. Wait, is that Nordic stuff? Odin, Loki, Freya. Oh, those people. Yeah, I don't believe in all that crap. I mean, I say the same thing about the Greeks, but that doesn't mean I believe in them. Say that to Alexander the Great and Caesar. Oh yeah, don't forget. I bet you believe in Australia too, don't you? Oh no. What was that quote from Megamind? There is no Easter Bunny and there is no Queen of England. Like, okay, sure, kid. They put that in there just to make somebody die laughing. There's no other reason why you would put something that pathetically stupid in there. There is no Queen of England. What do you mean September is not a good month? Oh, well, I mean... Imagine having to celebrate your birthday while also having to deal with the fact that millions of people died on your birthday. That is something that I bet somebody who had a birthday on 9/11... Nah, forget the Holocaust, like freaking... 9/11. Imagine having a birthday on 9/11. I believe actually our old nurse, her birthday is actually on 9/11. So yeah, that's like something. Mine was always weird because like everybody turned a year older than me before I did when I was in school. Because everybody else would be like 17, I'd still be 16 because I was born in May. I was a May child. Maybe that's why I'm so brightful and happy all the time, because spring, yay. I don't know, but I'll tell you now, it kind of pissed me off that everyone else was turning fucking 17 and I'm over here still 16. Like, come on, you son of a bitch. Because it always, like, it makes no damn sense, because it's like, alright, so... like, I'm born... like in May, so and then there would be kids in like October and shit, and they'd turn 17 before me, and I'm like, how does that fucking work? They're in the same grade as me. The 25th of December, why? Damn. Imagine having your birthday on Christmas though. Like you always get second rate to fucking Santa Claus. That would make me mad, not gonna lie. No, no, that's not fucking true. Easter celebrates the 3 days. No, Easter celebrates the 3 days. Easter, the day itself, celebrates the day Jesus rose from the grave. That's what Easter celebrates. Christmas is what everybody believes Jesus was born, but in reality, he wasn't born on Christmas. See you, big nuts. He was actually born, if I remember correctly, during the spring or summer. Nothing. I got off just fine. Thank you. I gotta get me a trailer so that I can fix myself and refuel myself, because I kind of broke a lot of shit. Dude, no offense, but I've already grabbed the trailer and everything. Alright, there we go, I got it. We're good. So, you want to know how massive this trailer is? So it's the off-road trailer, which is a blessing. But it is very top-heavy. I'm going to tip over at least once trying to get up this mountain. I'm not applying for that. I don't want anything to do with infantry. I get the feeling they're trying to get rid of enlisted by making infantry in War Thunder, honestly. That's the whole point. Like, if you want to go play fucking infantry, go play enlisted. That's what I keep telling people. But I kind of understand it too, because War Thunder has more vehicles, so... I'm going. Pray for me, because I'm going to need it. I have to drive in the interior, because I can't see behind the truck. I literally, like, the trailer is so freaking massive, I have to drive in the interior. It's like American Truck Simulator all over again. Yay! Hey, she's... no. Did I just get stuck? The hell am I stuck on? The hell? Come on, pull, you piece of shit. Alright, well, I'm good now, I hope. The one thing that aggravates me about this truck is there's that set of wheels that you can deploy, and it causes you to get high-centered sometimes with that one, so, yeah. That one ain't as bad as this one. Like, I have more problems with this thing getting high-centered with that issue than the Cat, actually, believe it or not. This thing's making it through this stuff like it's nothing, dear Lord. This thing's powerful. This one? No, I don't think it does. I think it's just a support axle. I imagine, like, alright, so you know how, like, dump trucks and stuff have those, like, axles that they put down to help spread the weight? That's kind of what I imagine a lot of the trucks in this game have, but I do know that there are axles. I mean, look at the European Truck Simulator. They have axles that if you deploy, you can use them as powered axles. So it's, yeah. Yes, I'm alive. Is that one powered, or is that one just helping with steering? I'm pretty sure it just helps with... I think it's like stabilization and steering, honestly. Ow! Rock! Rocks are hard. Ow. Ah. Ow. I'm stuck on a rock. Hold on. That's going to be a pain when we get up to that area. You know where I'm talking about, right? No, not the ice. I don't think the ice is going to be an issue. I hope not. You might end up having to get in front of me. Guess we'll see when we get there. I'm talking to Demon Sumner. We're on a VC, private VC. Is it that delayed? For you, it's actually not that much for me. I think it Also, can I add, I haven't switched this thing to low gear yet. So, I'm actually pretty proud of this truck. See, that's weird because mine doesn't lag out as much. Mine is like, I've timed it. It's like probably about a 5 to 7 second delay when I play on the PlayStation, but when I'm on my computer, oh my god, it's like a 10, 15, 20 second delay. I've looked for those settings. I can't find them. And I'm on OBS, and I have no idea where that's at. I run it like 60 FPS on this and on the thing. I don't know if 60 is good or not. Like, I'm not a computer nerd. I mean, I've heard that 60 is like the happy. Also, this thing is just digging through this. This is crazy. This is a good truck, man. Just pulling this thing like a dream. This is a good truck to choose. I want to get Ragnarok or whatever. God of War Ragnarok. Hey, remember how I said, hey, this is a good truck? It died immediately when I touched the hill. I had to put it in low gear. It just... I want to get God of War Ragnarok, because that's the one with the kid that can turn into the wolf and bear, and that's what I want to do. You will see me if they have a free mode or like if it's like an open world type thing. You will see me get that kid, and I probably won't even fucking complete the campaign. I'll just fucking play as the wolf the whole damn time. You know what's funny? Oddly enough, I think Bowtime Gaming also got me into SnowRunner as well. And MudRunner. Yeah, I want to try spin tires, but I don't know. I'm iffy. Yeah, and I think that's stupid. I hate they got rid of it. If they did. I've had SnowRunner since let's see. I got it before my dad died, probably about a year or two before my dad died. I'm getting gas. So I want to say like 2018, something around there was when I got this game. Hey, guess what? It died again. No, it's high centered this time. Yeah, please help push. Or I can use a tree. Yeah, I'm not moving at all. Thank you. I love how you bump me and then I'm just gone. Just left you in the dust. You should probably go take a shit then. I'll call you Sir Shits a lot. No, but it's still funny. That's not healthy. I don't need to know when you have the runs. You know what's weird, since we're on this conversation for some odd-ass reason? I used to get the runs when I ate McDonald's. It's really weird though, because like I got used to it and then it stopped happening. Like I got used to every time I'd eat McDonald's, I'd just sharp myself a lot, and then like after a while it just stopped doing it anymore. I was like, what the world? I want me a good watermelon. I don't know about you, but I prefer going and getting a full watermelon, putting it in the refrigerator and waiting for it to get cool, instead of getting that crap that they prepackage in the stores, because that stuff is nasty. It is nasty. Hey, rocks again are getting in the way. I'm watching the truck suspension just do its job, and I'm over here like, how the flip are you even getting over there without breaking an axle? If I were you, Cookie Cat, I'd play something different so you don't get bored of one game. That's my suggestion. That's why I'm playing SnowRunner with Demon Summoner, so I don't constantly play War Thunder all the time. That's why I kind of decided to start playing Minecraft again, was so that I had something different to go to if I got pissed off at War Thunder. Yeah, but I hate the fact that you have to be that way, and I hate that. Because it's so stupid. You would think... Alright, hold on, I gotta reverse. I hit a massive ass rock. You would think if they added Discord, they would have made it to where it could get picked up on a stream if you broadcasted it on PlayStation. I'm hoping that that's something they add to the PS6, which from what I'm seeing, the PS6 might be more underpowered than the PS5 is. So I don't understand exactly why they're even bothering. I have a buttload of games on my laptop. It's just that, like, most of them I played, like, and it was like a campaign-based thing. And they were fun, they were entertaining. But it was like one of those things where it was like, I played it once, I enjoyed it, I don't want to play it again. I swear if I tip this trailer over last second, I'm going to be the most pissed off person ever. Have you ever done that? Like, you've gotten right there with something and then it just tips over and you just rage to a point of no return? Alright, we did that. That's perfect. Alright, recover that. Alright, we'll get your stuff together because we're going to the next map. Actually, you don't have to get your stuff together because we got to go to the next part of this map. You can just teleport to the garage on the other map. Stop summoning demons. I heard that. That is a lot of games, sir. I'm genuinely excited to see what they have in store. I'm not picking through numbers. I've tried Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, and honestly, when they quit doing updates for it, I stopped having any interest in it. They gave up on an unfinished game, and so I lost any interest in playing it. I don't know if they were or not. I really don't know. Really don't care, Alright, I gotta grab some better tires and I'll get ready to do whatever we have to do. You know what pissed me off is if we still have to go back to the other map. And I did all this for nothing. But hey, at least we'll get to mess with the other stuff, I guess. Advanced medium. Well, nom right back at you. I don't know. Like you? You had to see that one coming. Oh boy. We got the old farts block. Alright, so unloading zone, residential area. So we gotta guess what? We do have to go back to the other thing. We need cabins. But luckily, hold on, let me look. I know one thing, we got a lot of other missions. Alright, so we got metal framing, concrete plant. Yeah, they do. a cabin construction site. So we know what we need there, so we're not really worried about that. Rolled steel factory. I don't know exactly what we need for that. We can probably go get a cargo container from the other map, and it wouldn't take us long to get it either. Considering where the garage is. I'll just go get the cargo containers and bring them here. How about that? It won't take me long to do, so... Also, I'm heading to go get the cargo containers that we're going to need for the container construction, so I'll be back. Wish me luck, because I'm probably going to need it. Coincidentally, this thing doesn't get diff lock, but it gets all-wheel drive, so I don't know how much I'm going to struggle with this one. Also, question mark, and I'm asking you this question, Demon. Do you think I should get a new controller, yes or no? If I need one. Because this one is starting to get not like stick drift, it's like sticky thing. I don't know what exactly you call that. Like it's wanting to stick instead of coming loose. So, no, it's not even drifting, it's just like sticking in certain areas around it. If I'm being honest, I've been kind of eyeballing a new one anyway, so... But then I'll need another charger. Like, if I'm being honest, I would not mind getting, like, another 2 controllers just to have them. But if I get a new one, I need a new charger, and I don't have the money for all that crap. Because I already have a 2-piece charger and it's taken up by the 2 controllers I have. No, because the other one is for my Minecraft stuff, because this one actually does have stick drift in Minecraft, weirdly enough. And then this one is my War Thunder gaming thing, so I could have a different controller for different things. I could get a red one for SnowRunner, and I could get a blue one, a red one for Red Dead Redemption, and then a blue one for SnowRunner. And then I could get a black one well, no, that's a 5th one. I don't know if I want a black one, honestly. Unless, the only way I would get a black controller is if I got a black console. I wish, honestly, that I could purchase like a Sony designed PlayStation 5 cover with wolves on it. I don't care what anyone says, but I'm probably going to end up decorating my room when I get it with wolves. Like my room when we move or whatever. Or if I decide to move out before that happens, I'll do it then, whichever one happens first. Because I'm honestly genuinely thinking about talking to my mom about moving out. I've been kind of thinking about talking to my mom about moving and going and getting my own space to rent until we get a house, because it's honestly painfully annoying dealing with everything that I deal with. I mean, having to be here, like, I'd still end up having to stay here, like, on the nights that, you know, she had to be at my Nana's house, but, like, on the nights that she wasn't here, like, I could stay at my own house, but then it would require for me to unplug my PlayStation, take it with me, yada, 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 and I'm just, ugh. I don't want to have to do all that just because of the fact that I don't want to be here all the time, basically, is the reason I want to get out of here. And I'm not going to buy another PS5 just for that reason, you know? That would be pathetically stupid, having two PS5s for that specific reason. Alright, come on now. Move, tree. The weekends that she wasn't here, at least. Or the weekends that she was here, I mean. Because if she was here on the weekends, then, I mean, there's still that whole aspect of, you know, I'd be here. Because, you know, the way I kind of thought about it, and, you know, this is why I don't want to do it. Because, you know, I would be here to take care of my brother and all while she went and took care of, you know, whatever. And I'd still get paid for it. I've been trying to tell her to do that forever, and she won't freaking do it. She's got too much of a kind heart to do it, and it's killing us. Like, if she talks about how my Nana destroyed my aunt's marriage and her family, she doesn't see that it's happening to us, too. True, but still. Also, I just realized I could have drove here without this trailer, because there's a trailer store right over here. So now I feel like a complete and total moron. Dang. Alright, Dad. Boom. Dang. Yeah, that's what my Nana is. She's bedridden. Like, she has to be used. We have to use, or my mom has to use like a lifter to get her up into her wheelchair or whatever that she uses, a motorized wheelchair. And nothing. Damn. Damn. That sucks, man. I'm sorry. What else do we need? Small pipes, metal beams. Well, they have two metal beams over here. Hey, at least your dad's still around. I don't have that luck. You know, the kicker, and I'm telling you this because I trust you, the kicker about my dad dying is that after he died, my mom found out from his supposed friends, the ones that we actually blocked last Friday because of the shit they started running their mouths about, that they had no idea what they were talking about. Said something along the lines of that he was probably going to come home, but he didn't know how to, you know, say he was sorry and all. And then everything happened, and it just, he never got the chance to come home. And I think that tore me up more than anything else. knowing that I could have had my father back. But everything transpired the way it did. So I don't think it was the feel it. I think it was just he didn't know how to say it. Yes, I stalk people. Sorry. All right, sir. Put your binoculars away and come with us. I'm sorry, but that's what I imagine the cops in your part is, sir, put your binoculars away and come with us quietly. But I was watching the children. No, but some pedophile does. Okay, that's even creepier. Now it looks like you're trying to figure out, all right, this one's rich. True. Oh, he'll probably kill me in my sleep tonight. That's fine. At least he's not hurting my child. But yeah, it's... And the funny thing is, like, I guess that's why, like, I kind of understood what was going on in Zootopia 2 a lot. Because I have the same issue of being able to tell people how I truly feel or whatever. And I guess that part of, like, I connected a little bit with Nick, not being able to really tell people how I truly feel. But I still don't like him as a character. He's an ass. He will always be an ass. Damn. Another thing that kind of haunts me, and I think it'll always haunt me, is the last thing I told my dad wasn't "I love you" or "goodbye." It was "I'll see you later." And then the next morning, my mom walks through my mom walks through the door, and I'm like, "Mom, why aren't you at the hospital? You should be over there with Dad." And she looks at me. She goes, "Dad, your baby, your dad's gone." I stood there for like 5 seconds, and yeah. Yeah, you know, them movie dramas are so pathetically stupid most of the time. Yes, like, it happens, yes, but not as much as they make it. Yeah. Now that's just creepy. No, you wanna talk about something that's creepy. There will be times I'll be in the truck all by myself, and my dad had like this distinct cigarette smoke smell that he always had. I will smell that shit, and I'll be like, Dad, I ain't got time for that shit right now. Put that shit out right now. That's not comforting, it's creepy. Stop saying it. Not really. And the thing is, I rarely my mom talks about like how she smells it all the time. My little brother apparently sees him in his sleep, which is fucking creepy. I'm glad I don't have those dreams. But it ended up turning into Sam and Dean Winchesters in dreams. But you know, my dad didn't, whatever the hell you want to say, give a shit about me, and I know that. That's why he don't fucking show up as much as he does with my mom and my little brother. I don't know which one's worse, like the parent actually dying or like the kid thinking that the parent's dead and then finding out like years later that their parent was still alive. And they're like, why the hell didn't you say something? And it's like, oh, you would have been in danger. And it's like, I don't give a shit. Tell me you're alive. I think finding out that you're like, I know one thing. I would hate to find out that I was adopted. Because could you imagine like going and finding your real parent and then finding out they're an ass? And you understand why the hell they got rid of you or whatever? It's just because they didn't want you. Like, can you imagine? Also, we need 2 wooden... Well, hold on, let me see. Alright, so we need 4 wooden planks over here in order to make the cabins. FYI. Because I'm just going to make new cabins. I'm not going to try and do all that other crazy crap. Yeah, because I'm not going back to that other map and trying to drag all those things all the way back here and yada yada yada. I don't plan on having kids. Oh, if you keep your tail between your legs, so to say, you shouldn't have a problem. That's not an issue for me either. That's probably like the best saying I could ever come up with on that too. If you keep your tail between your legs. That works so perfectly. Why does it work so perfectly? I hate myself now. You'll be like, oh man, yeah. You'll be like, oh, I wish my dad was here. He would have loved you or whatever. That's how my mom is with her dad. My mom's dad was murdered. Not even joking. So, really? That's all you have to say is oof? I will hurt you. All you have to say is oof? I'm gonna hurt him. If you say promise, I swear to everything holy, I will come to your house and murder you. Yeah. I don't know why, but I didn't remember, like, anything really, honestly, until I was, like, probably, I want to say, like, 8, maybe? It's like your brain is off until you turn to a certain age, and then it's like it turns on for some damn reason. Alright, well, I got an eye on one thing of wood, so the other wood framing is way the flip over yonder. Alright, one wooden framing. No, excuse me. There are 2 wood framings, so I can get some wood. We're good on the wood. No, you have to, like, yeah. Alright, well, I'm headed to go get the wood to make the cabins. And then I guess I'll grab the cabins and we can deliver them. And that'll be that out of the way. At least. And then we can start with all the other glorious stuff that we have to do. Yay! I got to go get the wood to make the cabins. I'm going to do that now, so I'll be back as soon as I can. Yeah, he knew they. Is it which? Yeah. You know the thing that. Yes, Cookie Cat, I'm alive. The thing that kind of gets me is my biggest brother. My mom is still alive. She's still kicking. She would love nothing more than to have anything to do with her 2 grandchildren, right? Or niece and for me it's niece and nephew, but I think it's grandchildren for her. I don't know how all that stuff works. Well, either way, the point is he won't really let her have anything to do with them. Like he'll prefer to allow his father, who was an ass, an abusive person, and he's even admitted that he can't stand having him around because of how annoying he is. He'll prefer to have his kids go and spend time with him rather than spend time with my mom. I'll put it this way. He lied to my mom and said that he was going to put air in his tires, and he already had his junk in the truck and left. Went to live with his dad when he was, like, living with us. So, yeah. I think it was more... I think it was more or less that my mom kept trying to get him to spend time with me, and I'm not his biological brother. I'm like his half brother or whatever. Like our mom is the same. Yeah. Like our mom is the same, but our dads are different. But and the funny thing is he prefers to hang out with me now compared to my little brother. My brother's a fucking asshole. I didn't say anything. You didn't hear anything. Okay? Exactly. Thank you. But, I mean, you tell me, like, my little brother, he will, hear me talking, like, to you or something, and he'll walk by the room. Which, by the way, there is, as loud as I talk, yes, I can understand, but there are some times where I talk really low, and you have to be right next to my damn door to hear it, right? That motherfucker will go and tell her every damn thing I say. That's exactly what he is. And then he wonders why the hell I don't want anything to do with him. Like, I'll have a conversation with him, and I expect it to say between me and him, and he'll go and fucking tell her. And it's like, well, at that point, I might as well just go and tell her myself. And just get yelled at myself. But yet all I can ever hear is, you don't ever have anything to do with your brother, because my brother's a little snitch. And then, of course, if I say that, she's like, well, if you didn't say anything you weren't supposed to, he wouldn't have anything to snitch about. And it's like, that's not the point now, is it? She will defend him in everything, and she won't defend me in nothing. Yeah, we need concrete slabs, bricks, metal beams, which there is a metal beam thing over here if you want to come and get that. Small pipes, I think, will probably be the easiest one for us to get to. Okay. I don't know, though, because I don't think we have any small pipes. I think we're going to end up having to pick up a lot of crap from the other map. Yeah. This thing actually is hauling really well, surprisingly, through this flooded area. It doesn't even seem to really care that it's a flooded area. I can't stand games like that, though. Like, I like officially first-person shooters, the campaigns at least. And officially, I like games like this. Well, these I like a lot, actually. Games where there's an actual purpose to getting all the vehicles and everything. But games that are like fantasy, stuff like that, like I can do a role play. I'll do a role play as long as I can be a wolf. But like, other than that, you won't see me doing a lot of stuff at all. I mean, you can, it's just boring as hell. Ready or Not, yeah, Ready or Not is like randomized too. Like, it doesn't always have the same people in the same spot. So, yeah, that one I can definitely agree on. It's more difficult. Yeah. The evil laugh has returned. We need to do. I wish honestly they release more. They need to release more DLCs for that game. I think it'd be great. Also, I think I'm gonna deliver this wood and I'm gonna call it for the night because it's like 11:30 for me. So. I don't know how long I've been streaming, but I want to get to bed. Yeah. For some reason, it's not just automatically uploading these streams anymore. Like, if they're not like 2 hours long, they've got it to where now it'll sit there and like process it and all this crap like it's a YouTube video or something. And I'm like, I can't stand that. Alright, so I'm on the way back with the planks, so we'll have the at least the containers ready to go and deliver, which, like I said, we can do that tomorrow. have fun with that. That'd be cool for you to like stream, like playing SnowRunner with and then tag me, but I'm challenging myself by doing first person only or something like, or first person only. Yeah, I feel like hardcore. I think hardcore is actually a lot more difficult from what I've heard. Like they charge you to they charge you to put your thing back in the garage and stuff, which is cool. I think that's more realistic, but and I like from what I've understood also, like when you fix parts on your vehicle, like it keeps the damaged look, which I think is really cool. I wish they would keep that little aspect in the regular game like this. I think that would be like the one thing, if I had from the hardcore, that would be the one thing I wish they'd keep. Until you, of course, recovered it into the garage. And they fixed it there, but, you know. Yes, Cookie Cat. I'm gonna call him Cat Cookie one day. Dear God. That's a loud horn. Sir, I told you to stop snorting the crack. I'm not backing up, it's slipping. Help. It's doing things it's not supposed to do. Hi. Hold on, I just gotta get the container. There we go. Alright, now I can reverse it, and then... no, if I can get over where you're at, I can be fine. Alright, here we go. Go, 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 go. Please move, please move. Thank you. Move your tiny ass! Yeah, that ice killed me. Ow! That's light bulb. I think it does. I don't remember. I don't think it actually does, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't think they give it change, which is weird, because this thing is a logging vehicle, so you figure they would. But anyway. Move it, pork chop! Bonk! Just bonk into you. Brakes not working. Alright, oh, we're gonna unload that. There we go. Alright, and we're gonna craft the 2 cabins. That's done now, so now we have the 2 cabins. Alright, cool. Ow, you little son of a... I'm gonna hurt you? No, I'm gonna reverse out of here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jerk it around. Skirt! Let me go put this back. Stop it, you child. You're being annoying. Hold on, I gotta do a 30-point turn. Give me a second. I will hurt you more than you already hurt yourself. Quick, go fast, truck. He can't catch us. We'll slide down the mountain. Justice for Gotham. Slide into battle! Slide into battle! No, that's a typo! I slid into battle, alright. I slid into a light pole. The light pole won. Batman is down. I repeat, Batman is down. I don't think I have centered steering anymore either. I think it knocked something loose. Surprisingly, the bumper took most of the hit there, but yeah, that could have been a lot worse, I guess. Medieval Combat, not really a big fan of it. Mortal Kombat, though, I enjoyed that when I played it with my cousin. All right, so here's the thing. All right, I played Mortal Kombat, one of them, with my cousin one time, and I made her so mad because of the fact I kept kicking her ass in it, because I kept using the same combo that worked for me, and she got pissed off because I wasn't using something different. And stop touching me. I'm gonna be like that one kid off of yes, Ryan HD. That's who it was I was thinking about. Mom, he's touching me. He won't stop touching me. Oh God, I'm tired, man. No, I don't want to. I'm actually going to. I just wanted to get my stuff together. Give me a second. Advanced special. What's that do? I don't know. What I'm asking you for, dummy. But I don't know. Why would you know what it do? Also, I love that DLC pack with all the mud tire differences or whatever. I think that looks so cool. Alright, so I got massive tires or the dual tires. I'm going to go massive tires. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then if I can, I can't. Alright, well, that kind of solves that. This thing can't do shit. I was gonna do like a freaking thing, and then I can't even. Yeah. I got a Western Star now that I'm trying to do. But yeah, drugs! I want drugs! Please tell me you got that reference, please. Drugs! What'd you say about drugs? Drugs! Drugs! Pills! Drugs! Why are we the way we are? In hardcore Minecraft, basically just where if you die, you're done. Period. That's just a lot of fucking work that I don't want to do. Here, you can do it. Alright, well, I got all my shit together, so give me just a second, and I'm gonna do something real fast. Maybe, I'll think about it. Oh, you love your dogs, you know you do. Till you don't. No, you couldn't, you know you couldn't. Buddy and Shadow both sleep on my bed with me when Mom's not here, but when Mom's here, both of them say, fuck you, I'm going to sleep with Mom. So I kind of feel replaced when my mom's here. Like I feel like I'm the replacement for my mom when she's not here. Shadow's the worst about it though. Like he's a little asshole. Like I'll get him in my room and everything. Like have him like hold on a second. Like he'll be in my room and everything, and this little asshole will be like scratching at the door and shit trying to get out. And I'm like, really? Am I really that ugly? What do you mean spray your stuff? Piss on it? Oh, my dogs are nice enough. They don't do that. They piss on the fucking clothes things outside. They're weird dogs. So I just made my thing look like a van. Look at this. Look on the street. I like it though. It's cute. I would take that if I could live in it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to call it for the night. I am very tired. I hope everybody has a lovely night. And I'll see you in the morning. I hope everybody has a lovely night, day, whatever it may be for you. And remember, you mess with the wolf, you get the fangs. Y'all have a good one.